Hello. I don't feel like doing all the starting stuff. Some of you don't see ads anyway, don't matter. That's kind of loud. Fish. Yeah, a little loud. Boom, boom, boom. My hands still smell like fish for realism. Not in a dirty way, chat. No one's here yet to be dirty. Actual fish touching. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry I ran out like that, but when your friend calls and says, "Hey, bud, want to go fishing?" You say, "Fuck yeah!" And you get in the car and you go. Give me my bucks, bucks, bucks. I need to go get these two. These three. No, I don't think so. I think I jumped off and went fish. I was gonna take chat fishing, which is the only upsetting part. Was I was gonna go fish by myself and take. Oh fuck, that takes my happy hour. Uh, but then he wanted to go, and I went with him. And while I appreciate the boy, I don't really want him on stream. Couldn't handle the embarrassment of losing a fish. Heartbreak. Hopefully waitress wasn't watching when I lost a fish. It'd be heartbreaking. Why are there big ass xylophones on the side of that hill? Norway loved the xylophone? I saw a fucking band when I was in Chicago, and they had a xylophone player. He had this whole contraption to roll a xylophone around, and then like little foot pedals to help his xylophoning. He was the most into the music. The rest of the band was like playing guitars and drums. It was some rock and roll. And then this dude on the xylophone, he had four xylophone sticks, just fucking going to town, and then banging with his feet. Really xylophoning away. How do you casually roll around it? He had built a big cart and it was on wheels, and I guess it wouldn't be very casual. It was quite large. I saw a keyboardist do a handstand on his keyboard mid-song. Did he keep playing? Then I'd be impressed. Walking on his fingers. Doodle 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 doo. The handstand? Wait a minute. This looks kind of promising. The things were actually going okay in the deep hole. That tiny deep dot. Do I have to rejoin chat again? Probably. Evening, Dway. I'm super curious about something. Wow. It must suck to have the name Dway for 10 years. And then Mandalorian came out. And now everyone just assumes you're a huge Mandalorian fan. That's what I assumed. But I did my research, and I realized it's not the case. You did it first. You're the real Mandalorian. How you doing, Minnie? I thought this spot looked promising, but I may have lied to myself. And you. I streamed today, too. I only streamed for like an hour last night. Because I just, like, hit the sleepiest wall I've hit in years. Unless you got it from the Mandalorian books. I don't know. I thought, like, I really... Oh, you can't go where I wanted to go. Upsetting. I thought I was really trying to connect with that guy, but he... said, fuck you, Richard. Yeah, I was very tired. Had a long day. Well, week. I had those plans with Juju, but then I had a surprise visit from company and, you know, got tired. I was so sleepy. Yeah, we ran out of gas. Turns out we didn't actually run out of gas. He just didn't know how to switch his gas tanks, which was extra funny. So we spent like 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it was, getting back to the dock in the slowest way possible. When we could have just drove. It's alright. Now we know. And I can't really blame him to, like... You can switch what fuel tank is displayed on the dash, and it doesn't switch which fuel tank you're sucking from. So I can't really blame him. The memories made. God, I outfished him so bad today, and he gets so salty when he gets... I get it. It sucks to not catch anything. But he gets real salty when he doesn't catch fish. one of those. Yeah, he's got a fancy bass boat with 2 fucking 25-gallon tanks. He got his 5-year one. That's the thing. Him and I, like, we both have bad days, and but we're pretty even usually. I'd say if overall he probably catches more fish than me. I catch bigger ones, but he catches more. Is kind of our running theme, which we do tournaments together, so that works out. He fills the live well, and then I replace his smaller fish with big fish. But every once in a while, like today, he just can't get it going. Why did I come back up here? I forgot I was... Because I couldn't go where I wanted. That's why. Looks like there's a lot of fish sitting high. Chat's not broken. You just gotta leave and reconnect. Leave the chat and come back to the other chat, or come back into chat. The issue is still there, yeah. I guess that's still kind of broken. A lot hardcore. I don't really want to fish here. I'm wasting all my time. Maybe I do. I don't know. Just don't know why I have this on. Where was I fishing? What am I fishing for? Any fish that'll eat. Hey, Foxy. It was good. It wasn't like spectacular or anything, but I caught a nice number of fish in one 4-pounder. Weather was fucking like perfect. A little windy for a minute, but only for a minute. Cannot complain. Thank you for asking. You got a black ruff? Where'd that come from, hardcore? Seen a few of them today. They seem popular today. The one I'm in? Or the one in the back here? What a weird coincidence. Off the bottom? He tried to tell me that was good earlier, and it didn't work out for me. I feel bamboozled. Though I am seeing a ton of fish at like 30, 35. And the numbers were fine. That was somewhere else though, but the numbers were fine. It was just quality was meh. Is that it? No. A lot of safes, yeah. Tends to be what I get when I'm using bait. Foxy's so good at catching tench for being low level. I did it. There's squid here. In case you were looking for squid hardcore, there are squid here. If you pilker, pilking. You said perking. It's pilking. I don't know what the fuck it is. 35 meters. Plinko. Play a game of Plinko. My daughter is texting me that she's scared. Not like a bad scare, just like of. Nothing. She's just being afraid to sleep alone in her bed. Kids are weird. She basically just described she has anxiety. And I didn't really want to say it in chat, but she's going to join the stream and listen to that to fall asleep, though. So we'll talk about something else now. Oh, never mind. She doesn't have it. There's squid here. I'm going to sing a good night song. Lullaby and good night. Is that working? She can't talk, though, because she doesn't have Twitch to log in. Hello, Doge. Hello, Alice. I caught a squid, Alice. Look. This is a squid. I got 2 of them. Now go to bed. I did catch that tonight, yeah. Yeah, that was the only like good one. A couple of decent ones, a couple of 2s and 3s, but that's a big squid. Dang. It had a robot that delivered food. The table next to us had a birthday, and the robot went over there and sang happy birthday. It was amazing. This sounds amazing. Sushi robots. How much does it cost to get sushi robots to deliver? Too pricey. That's what I was wondering. Sounds expensive. Dude, I want waiters to come over and sing happy birthday to me. Y'all aren't fun. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Richard. I've started interacting with more human beings that aren't from the internet, and they call me by my real name, and it's fucking confusing my brain. It's been so long since people called me by my real name that... Though everywhere I took Juju, he kept calling me Richard, and people kept looking at him like he was a little bit crazy, because everybody knows me. My town is Cheers. I tell them I prefer Dick. It's funnier that way. It is right, though. That's the weird thing. Boring name. People get that one, absolutely. If you just call me Dick in public, then they just think, you know, it's your, it's true. Everyone pretty much calls Cobalt Cobalt. Yeah, I don't think, Cobalt's like one of the few people I don't think I ever switched to his real name. And I don't think I ever addressed him as Michael. Yeah, that was the whole reason for the Richard, or a big part of the Richard thing. Was when I first started watching Twitch, I was watching all these Isaac people, and they'd all like gotten to know each other, and were just calling each other by their first names, and it was so fucking confusing. Trying to figure out who the heck was who. And I was like, I'm just gonna go by my stream name exclusively. Like, it's not like I'm afraid of my real name. It's just I don't care if anyone knows it. It's just I don't want anyone to call me that. If anyone calls me that in stream, I ignore them intentionally. Have for years. It's not some secret. It's just I want to not confuse new viewers with who the fuck. that is weird. And Cobalt's like a easy one too. Like I did start calling Juju by his real name this time because Juju's just a really weird thing to yell in public. My daughter's having a really bad night. Yeah, my first name feels very foreign to me too. I'm going to talk to my daughter for a minute. Sorry, Alice is having a bad night, so. She just wants Dad on call while she goes to bed. Not really, Zev, but her eyes are closed. That you know of, Puma. Poor sweet girl. Yoink. I dropped my vape. I forgot I did that. I think she keeps peeking at me between her eyelids. Are you still using Pilking? Or whatever, Pilkers? Wait, is that where I get confused? It's Pilkers that you're perking with? Yeah, that's fucking confusing. Make sure I'm still out there. Yeah, she just, I don't know, man, like having some real anxiety lately with bedtime. Getting herself all worked up, worried and scared. Pre. She's pretty excited about selling the house, she says, if she's not, you know, just being nice to Dad. For anything for the 5 months. Unfortunately, I feel like it is getting worse and not better. Been a lot going on with school, too, though. Fucking, you know, not exactly the friendliest time to be a school child. And, last week, not to be Debbie Downer here, but last week, one of the 7th grade kids killed themselves. Yeah. So there's been a bit of that talking and stuff going on at school, I know too. Which is understandable, but probably not beneficial for anxious kid. I mean, probably gets it all from me anyway. Dad's got little panic disorder. So awful, man. 7th grade. Couldn't imagine. Alice is not 7th grade, no, but the girl Alice is 4th grade. She's out. Good night, sweet child. She sleepwalks, so I'm kind of afraid she's just going to get up in the middle of the night and start running around on this call. These things, why do these things look like you need to adjust your TV? Like, move the tinfoil on your antenna. They do be fuzzy. Oh. It's a big squid. You're not a squid. Stupid wannabe squid. The wind... I can't even point at it, but I was here, then I blew all the way over to the 193, and then I've blown all the way back into here again. Way to go, wind. Who's shamed? Oh, Fell Lord, get him. Yeah, the wind and the tide. The wind and the tide. They're very easy on the eyes? I don't know, they hurt my eyes, they're staticky. This doesn't feel like it's going to be worth it financially, but maybe if I catch a giant squid. Very good for racking up some bait, though. $57 grams. Look at him, he's fuzzy. How did bottom fishing go, Hardcore? Did you feel like you learned anything with it, or must not have been that good, or you'd still be at it, eh? My wallet, like, turned sideways and entered my asshole. Thought you'd all want to know that. Has not done well for you. That's been what I've heard from everyone so far. And then it's like really unenjoyable on top of not being good. It was potentially uncomfortable. Also potentially exhilarating. Oh, dude. Does it just use the same type of rod? And you just hold it over the side the same as the other techniques? I feel like the tide makes it so there's just always pretty good boat drift. Like, it might even be better boat drift when there's no wind than when there is. Sometimes the wind counteracts the tide. The boat rod gives access to the new bottom rod technique. Oh. You were trying from shore. Can you put it down like a, but there's no bell or anything, right? Yeah, using a regular bottom. What are you using for bait for the regular bottom rods? You can just put shrimp on. I don't know that any of these are Russian fish. I'm in Norway currently. The game's a lie. Life is treating me well. The fish are plenty, but not very big. But my skill's going up, so take what I can get. I think I get something new. Oops, wrong button. At 55? No, 60. No, 55. Largest fish I've ever caught in Russian fishing. That I've caught? 63 kilos. Not very big. I mean, that's big in real terms, I guess. But not for video game standard. I don't know what the low-level meta reel is anymore. How much is that Sputnik 4K? And how big is it? You need to make one upgrade. I don't know what reels you currently are using, but you want to make like one shitty upgrade. Before you fucking try to... Same as Saber 60? Okay. Saber 60 was an okay reel. Ooh. See, I don't like the 10K choice personally. I think the 10 kilogram choice is almost unnecessary. Maybe one 10 kilogram reel, but even then, like having one 10 kilogram reel doesn't really solve anything. Wait, did you just say that reel is how much? No, the 8.6 kilogram. What reel are you currently using? Because I feel like you just started, but maybe I missed some levels. I don't know what level you are or anything. 14? So So you're like pretty new yet. Is the Saber 60 still in the game, Chefzilla? Spark and Hydra Spark 2. That's what I said, Puma. By game standards, I'm not very big. Yeah, yours, yeah, me too. Fellord, do you still have that one reel? Do you want a reel, Foxy? I have like a community reel that we pass around. But it would mean at some point you'd have to buy premium and send it back or send it to somebody else. Yeah. Not all reels can be sent. Oh, you might. Yours probably can be, Fel. Knowing you, it is a That's up to Foxy. I don't want to fuck up their progression, but I will say the problem with the 10 kilogram reels is they're like probably the worst upgrade in my opinion because they're dead. Like, you will never use them. I don't think you'd ever use them. Maybe somebody takes the time to put them on picker rods late game and catch bait fish with them, but like that's just what I do with my calibers and my... Back in my day, it was before calibers, so I have like 14 kilogram reels that I use for that. Bream fishing? Yeah, but you don't. All you have is calibers. Someday, Danny, those calibers will be your worst reel. Kit rods. For spots and pickers, yeah. And I don't even have pickers. I think you grind yourself, you're good. Yeah. So then I would shoot for a 10 kilogram reel, Foxy. That's I respect that. That's what I did too. I didn't take much free shit. I would go for a 10 kilogram. If the Saber 60 still exists, that would be the first reel I would shoot for. And that'll give you like one good reel that you could go to Corey with. Fish from a boat. And really, like, as much as those reels suck that you're not going to use them late game, they also are so cheap that it's... Once you get rolling, that's a couple hours of work. I mean, what's a Saber 60 cost? Exactly, Shaft, yeah. Dude, Bob, that place you were fishing at was fucking gorgeous today. Where was that? That looked like some fucking straight movie shit. Lake Billy Chinook, Central Oregon. It's called Billy Chinook. I didn't know what the fuck you were saying earlier when you said that. That fucking beautiful. Is that the only one you got today? Did you enjoy it? I need to hear all about your fishing virginity. You were the only person to catch? Gotta love it. Beginner's luck. I kinda wanna look up this lake. It looks fucking unreal, dude. So, That's a pretty serious. Yeah, figured it wasn't your first ever, but that's a pretty serious fishing expedition. It looked like anyway. Was that a charter or was that just like a friend, family, something like that? Looked like a decent boat. I'm asking you all the questions. Friend bought a new boat. Nice. Yeah, nobody wants to fish alone. Well, maybe somebody, but they're weird little freaks. Gorgeous though, man. Seriously. Buying a boat can buy you friends. I'm saying if you bought a boat, rah rah rah, I'd be your friend. Fishing alone is just like a lot of work and easy to not do yourself, honestly. Would be why I would say I don't like fishing alone. It's just a lot. You know, loading and unloading the boat by yourself, hauling all the gear, like all that shit is a lot alone. You also caught a lure. Nice. Now you have fishing gear. There are other ways to fish than on a boat. You still, I think the same still applies. You're fucking hauling everything. You're doing everything by yourself. You seem like a loner though, Doge. You probably wouldn't mind. Some worms, a rod and a reel, and a tackle box. All right. Well, if you're bringing worms, why do you need a tackle box? First of all, if you're gonna try to basic bitch my fishing into crappy worm fishing, in case shit breaks, dude, fucking put some stuff in a Ziploc baggie. You don't need a whole ass tackle box to worm fish. The thing is, when I go fishing, it's like today. I took 7 rods to fish for one species of fish. Maybe you want to just take a rod and some worms, but I took 7. Seven rods in a duffel bag. So I don't have to... I don't think we've been out here for a storm yet. So I don't have to tie on new lures. And because there just are certain rods for certain techniques. You took 1 rod today that you bought yesterday. And you caught a fish with it. Get owned, noobs. The rain. Yeah, I used to take 3 rods around in my truck, and then I'd just stick them in the, I'd let like a brush guard on the front of my truck. I'd just stick them in the brush guard of my truck and then sit in my truck. And wait for my rods to bend over. Boat owner cheated and had 6 rods and still lost. That is a nice dogfish. Yeah, I remember bicycling with fishing gear. That sucked. Anyway, the point of the story is fishing with somebody is always a little more enjoyable. Unless they're obnoxious. He's moving to Thailand. It's time to get into the crazy telescopic fishing. And got caught in the spokes. Your bike's making the baseball card twing, 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 twing noise, and it's still fine. I feel like I could probably hang up this call with my daughter and she wouldn't be mad at me. But also, what if she gets mad at me? So I'm just going to have to leave my phone going all night long. Oh, she knocked me over. Now I'm staring at the ceiling. Oh no. You knocked me over. My squids went away. You get a squid yet, Hardcore? I've broken like 3 rods. It sucks. I really want to buy more rods, but I've not bought any fishing gear this year. Oh, nice, prop. That'll be sweet. I'm jealous. I'm not like a trout guy, but still jealous. Did you keep your fish? Did you eat it? You can only keep over 24. What was that? What kind of trout was that? What the fuck is a bull trout? This isn't a thing, is it? Is your friend giving you bad information? What the fuck is a bull trout? It's a thing. Oh, it's a char. Cool. Don't keep my fishing poles in my house anymore. I got rid of my tackle warehouse. Moved it to the barn. That rain is loud, isn't it? Good night, Zev. Sleep well. Zinix, thank you for the 74 months. It's making you yawn. Yeah, that's loud. Is it storming IRL? We're supposed to get some weather this weekend. Just glad to sneak out for a couple more fish before it gets cold again. I don't think you can even cut these up when they're this small. What's the dead mackerel for? Where'd you get that? Oh, is that what you make with those small ones? Are you catching as many blue whitings as I am? No. I'm using a pretty small jig thingy. We're close to each other. I'm drifting out of the hole. Yeah, we're in a similar spot. This 190 hole. I caught 2 squids here. I'm a squidman now. Squidman. Cannot find anywhere, as in you can't find it in the store or you can't find it available in stock. It'll be very hard for you to find an HSV in stock before you get to Volkov. I also believe there's a level on it that's higher than you are. Yes, shops have different items in stock. Higher level shops tend to have like everything. Low level shops, they say it has to do with being sold out. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, and different lakes have different pricing too. You basically just remember which lakes have shit prices and don't buy there. Shame that man. Good quick shames, chat. Loving new faces in the fishing guild. New faces to shame. The faces of shame. I can't remember if Corey got better. One of them got better without them ever patching it in the notes. Yeah, there is unfortunately a lot of information. Like I respect your wanting to do things on your own, but there is a lot of information that can be quite difficult to obtain without being the most observant man on the planet. Like, understanding setups is probably everyone's biggest challenge. And how not to blow up a brand new reel. Or snap a brand new rod. Why can't I turn these tiny fucking fish into bait? The zooming? Can't help it. Shame, Ted. Shame. I'm sorry. I like to zoom sometimes. Oh, one of those weird ones, prop, yeah. once accidentally locked your brake. You still shouldn't break anything besides your line. Unless your setup is wrong. It was early. So your setup was wrong? Yeah. Quite wrong. The old fucking 20-pound test on a 3-pound reel. Why are things breaking? They are. This is the one that still bugs me is how many people still play it super safe and won't buy oversized line to their reel. Buying a fucking 14 kilogram reel and then can't turn their drag all the way up. Worthless. I zoomed again, didn't I? Damn it. No, fight the fish till the very goddamn end. Till the last breath. Or you're a fucking coward. And look at your bro. That's only because you didn't fucking listen when I explained how to set up a rod and reel. If you just paid attention in class. I once caught a fish when it said I had 0 line on my reel. It was giving me the warning, your shit's about to snap. There was nothing on the spool. And the fish stopped fighting and I reeled it all the way in. Like, you don't know how many fish you could have missed because you got scared and cut your line like a fucking coward. You have a Vanga. You should never have to cut. Just fucking handle them, dude. You got a bigger reel than me. Ugh. $200 of line behind it. I once caught a catfish that had like 200 feet of line hanging out of its mouth. And when I pulled the line out of its mouth, it was wrapped around a fish skeleton inside its stomach. And it just vomited all over my boat. And my boat is still stained from that. But I feel like I gave that fish a nice bit of relief. He no longer had a fish skeleton wrapped in fishing line dangling out of his mouth. Yeah, so much white vomit. It just looks like the biggest bird on the planet took a shit on my boat and it won't wash off. I haven't had a goose, but I had a duck join me on my boat. And it was a tense situation because my buddy was very mad at that duck. And I thought the duck was really cute. But the duck kept pecking at our fishing line and fishing poles. And it shit on his boat. But he kept kicking it off and it kept getting back on. We took it for a long ride. He was a good duck. Friendly neighborhood duck. Just wanted a boat ride. Down the river. I wonder if he ever found his way home. Should have eaten that duck. Wow. He was a good duck. He didn't deserve to die. My buddy started using these fucking $18 chatterbaits and he keeps breaking them off on fish and I cry every time. Chatterbait, yeah. It's a lure. I mean, in the reality, an $18 lure shouldn't be that big of a deal because like I spend $6 on soft plastics that I know are disposable. And I do that regularly throughout the year, you know? But it just seems so expensive to me. Chatterbait's an excellent lure, especially this time of year. Would recommend one in your arsenal. I looked into making my own soft plastics, but it's such an investment up front. And like you make like 2 at a time. Cuz like I pretty much exclusively use green pumpkin nowadays, so I could just melt down all my old ones. But I think it's like $90 or something for the molds, and then you need like a special microwave and dish for it. Like you can use regular microwave, but you don't want to do it in the one you make food in. You could just use a regular microwave. Yeah, but you still need, like I said, you wouldn't want to microwave it in your kitchen microwave. I imagine, anyway. I wouldn't want to feed my daughter from the same microwave that I melt random plastics in. Though my dad used to powder paint in our oven in our trailer when I was a kid, so I'm fine. Right, but soft plastics aren't that much. I don't even use the most expensive brands. It's not like I'm fucking fishing Yamamotos that are $7 a pack. I'm fishing Yums that are like $4 a pack. So a $90 nice mold, a microwave even from a garage sale for $20. The time invested in it. That's a lot of worms I could have just bought at the store. Zoom watermelon seed lizards. Classic. I don't throw any lizards. Or Zoom. Nope, I use Zoom flukes. So you can design your own. Yeah, I'm not a color freak. I like to laugh at my friends that are, though. You mean, oh, you want to make your own molds then? Yeah, that's too much. That's way too much for me. No, you gotta have green pumpkin, bro. If you aren't fishing green pumpkin, don't talk to me. I don't believe you, Noel. Where do you live? Dick would just make a penis mold. Only if it was left wet. Tennessee? Absolutely liar. There's no way. Green pumpkin worked fine for me in Kentucky Lake. That's basically Tennessee. I never have any luck on white. It's a confidence thing. This is, again, I don't really believe in colors that much. I believe in matching based on, like, water clarity and weather. That's about it. I got friends though that like to tell me that Junebug and blue and black are different, and I just say, whatever, dude. I'm a human being with mild color blindness, and I can't tell the two apart. Don't tell me that fish underwater is. Fuck you. Chartreuse tail is great. I love a green pumpkin chartreuse tail. It's probably my favorite Senko. There's actually a ton of underwater footage. I know that you're being, you know, a jerk, but there's a ton of underwater footage of what colors look like underwater in different water clarities, and it's pretty interesting shit. I never used green growing up because I was like, it doesn't make sense to throw a green lure into weeds. But you know what? Green is great in weeds. My next favorite is for just colors is black and silver or black and gray. When was the last time I caught a fish over a kilo? 1 minute ago. And then 6 minutes ago. I was just hoping I'd catch another squid, but I think it is about time to mosey on. The bite rate is good, but the fish are lame. Giant squid. Weird, that's what I thought too, Doge, but I caught both my squid during the day, so fuck if I know. But it was like overcast like this. I have some sabiki rigs from, I don't know if it was when I visited Doge or what, but I really want to try them up here because I feel like they would just absolutely own against bluegill. A squid's a fish, bro. Nice big small redfish. I always tried sabikis to get bait and it never worked. Really? I had never really fished saltwater, and the first time I threw a sabiki and I got like 3 ladyfish, and it was really cool. It's a fish. Fly tying looks really interesting if I wanted to hate my life and get mad every time I fucked up and deal with incredibly small things. Yeah, I got enough fishing. I got enough fishing going on. I don't need to add any more to my plate. Fly fishing sounds cool, but I ain't getting into it. Tying flies, making my own lures. I just need one of you why aren't one of you like a super 3D printer nerd who can just print me some lures? We can come up with some cool designs and you do all the work and I get all the reward. I just really want some more topwater options. That don't have dangly hooks. That's all I want. Looking for a new hobby. Have you tried fishing, Fellord? Like a weedless frog, but I would like it to be not a frog and not soft. I wouldn't hate some frog style poppers. But I like to fish some really matty shit. That's just these big thick mats. And for pike, and the frogs just die immediately. New at-home hobby. Have you thought about researching fishing at home before you go out and fish? This fucking fishing YouTuber just won the Bassmaster Open yesterday or today. And I'm sad. That could have been me, chat. Not only did he win it, but he won it with like the 3rd biggest bag ever. 3rd biggest 3-day bag ever. Or a Guggen. He's in between. I mean, he's a personality, but dude fucking catches hogs, man. Fuck Guggen Squad. Guggen Squad can suck my dick. All their shit's garbage. But this dude specializes in, he's a Texan, so he specializes in just catching giants, dude. Throwing giant fucking 15-inch glide baits using live scope to find these fucking lone suspended giants. And he did it again, or did it in a tournament. He also got like top 10 in the last one that wasn't in Texas and wasn't his regular style of fishing. So dude's definitely gonna go places in the fishing world, which is pretty cool for a YouTuber to do that. Especially because nobody had a lot of faith in him. It's pretty easy to go to lakes that you fish regularly and look like you know what you're doing. It's a whole nother ballpark to go fucking states away and beat 200 other fishermen. That is a big Greenland shark, 299.838 kilograms. Just couldn't quite do 300, huh? Pussy. You blame the devs. See, I blame his skill. If you would have landed it a little faster, it probably would have weighed 300. He got so tired it lost a little weight. Man, I haven't seen those words in a while. Through ground bait. Just DM him shame. Yeah, it's weird shit, Fellord. I don't really understand how they do it yet either. But expensive gear and bravery. Very good boat driving skill, maybe. You can troll, yeah. But you can't turn on trolling once you already have a rod out. So you have to have hooked it trolling, which not many people are having much success trolling out here that I've heard of. Which is surprising. A lot of saltwater fish like the chase. Oh wait, I thought I was out of the spot, but I was still in it. I might have just cut up the wrong fish. I think I did. We don't need to talk about it. You still have to be able to move them, though, Wayne. I mean, I had fish in lower levels that, even after they were exhausted, I couldn't reel them across the surface. I had to drive my boat over and pick them up. That's the bravery / expensive gear part, yeah. You gotta be able to lock it down and drag them in and know that they're not gonna just randomly flop once and break your shit. No, I'm still gonna use it as bait. It was just probably worth more money to sell it than to cut it up, but that's okay. I think I just did it again. Yeah, the RF4 discords are pretty active. They like to brag. I guess rightfully so. They probably have it on like their LinkedIn profiles. Water body world record RF4, Greenland shark. Bachelor degree. The child moves a lot in her sleep. I'm waiting for the ghosts to show up, like Paranormal Activity. My abs are sore, chat. Is it the worst muscle to have sore? It's up there. Which fishing line animation? So you do a better one, water guy. I could have gone with water boy, damn it. Were you out here the whole time, Hart? Can just curl up in a ball and pretend it's fine. No, that hurts. Ow, why would you tell me to do that, fucker? How was it? I haven't been back to the 55 in a long time. It always delivers? Yeah, it delivers saiths. This isn't delivering much different. Just some whitings. Though the whitings have dried up a little bit. And no squids. Yeah, that's the thing with out here, is it feels like everywhere is decent, and I found like one spot where I can genuinely say there's different fish. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? Yeah. I can't stay up too late. Yeah, my little corner there. I know, that's the best place. Keeps talking to me? Is that the most unique spelling of Connor I've ever seen? Hey, Juju. How you doing, bud? Oh, it's a bird. Thank God it's a fucking bird, dude. I was like sitting over here like, why is he letting his son watch me? And why did he spell his son's name so strange? Now it's gonna not be a bird? And he just named his son after a breed of parrot? And like, that'll be it for me and Zinix right there. That'll be the end of our road. I was trying so hard to be nice, but in my head, dude, I was like, fuck. No offense, parents out there, but I think if you fucking take a name like fucking Connor and you spell it like that, like all you're doing is setting your child up for a lifetime of having to spell his name to strangers. Did you enjoy it, Juju? I heard kids are enjoying it. I should let Alice watch it. She'd probably like it. She likes all kinds of crap. And like, you're getting nothing by doing that for your kid, right? It's not like you gain anything because you fucking came up with some creative way to spell fucking Tyler. All you are doing is making that kid's life annoying. God, I'm still not sure if this is a fucking bird or a sun. And he spelled sun weird. Give your kid, or get creative enough that like nobody's gonna know how to spell it to begin with. At least then I can understand why, because it's his bird son, but spelled like the fireball in the sky. He is a bird, thank God. Ugh. It can be really hard not to, like, you know, openly insult some of you. And that was one of those moments for me. I have bankfished a bit, yeah, it's okay. It's sort of like out here, you catch a lot of meh fish, but yeah, what's the bird saying to me? Birds shouldn't be able to talk. Do they understand English? Connor want a cracker? It's a bird. You can name the fucking bird as stupid as you want. I don't give a shit. It's a bird. Chad apparently cares. I, on the other hand, support your willingness to name your bird something no one can pronounce. I mean, it's okay. That's what I'm doing right now, Juju. It's okay. It's just, I don't know. I don't find the variety very exciting. I'm sure it'll pay out okay, but... No, I don't need a clip. I just closed my reel. Do you have to fight other boats in this game? No, unfortunately not. God, I'm so glad your son's name wasn't Kanur. Why does it keep from having to spam? Oh, because your line is a little tighter? I don't really spam R. I just watched my little spinny wheel. I don't know. I guess y'all suck. You can name birds puns. That's fine. It's a bird. Fishing was tough today for us too. I mean, I did okay, but Jason didn't catch shit. He got one pike. Other birds will judge him. I mean, it's a bird. Bird's got to be the weird. Like, since I already maybe hated on his hypothetical child. Like, to me, bird's got to be the weirdest. It's not the weirdest pet, but it's a top 10 weird pet for sure. Birds would be cool if you could like tie a string to them and take them out on a windy day and fly them like a kite. Nah, scorpions, snakes, tarantulas. They're better pets because you just fucking stick them in a box. You don't got to do that much with them. And they don't squawk at you. I just would never want a noisy pet. Not your fault. Feels like your fault. Turtles are pretty low tier pet. They stinky. Hedgehogs are stupid pets because they're nocturnal. I like when people buy nocturnal pets and then are mad that they sleep all day. Do hedgehogs die super fast like other rodents? Cats are bad too. My lady friend gave away a pregnant cat today. And I was just thinking, who the fuck wants a cat, let alone a pregnant cat? Hedgehogs aren't rodents? What are they? Yours lived for 12 years. That's a long time to deal with a spiky rat. What the fuck family's a hedgehog fit into? Nah, we googled marsupials the other day. I didn't see no dang hedgehogs on there. Girlfriend's allergic to everything with fur, though. Yeah, that's fair. Allergies suck. No, don't get rid of the girlfriend. Pets are, you don't need them. Overrated. You can only have birds and reptiles, so that's fair. Hedgehogs are blind? What the fuck? They didn't talk about that in Sonic. Hedgehogs aren't blind. Oh. I was gonna say, man, that would really fuck Sonic up for me if I found out he was blind the whole time. No wonder he's bouncing off the walls. Dude can't see shit. Oh, hedgehogs are in the mole family? Moles aren't just rodents? I'm gonna call those just ground rats. Do you think hedgehogs would be pissed that the most famous hedgehog of all is blue? Like if hedgehogs had a brain and could think? It is a very poor representation. Order of the Moles. Hear ye, hear ye. The most famous reindeer. I don't know that he's really... Okay, he is the most famous reindeer of all, I guess. Yeah, they should be. At least he looks like a reindeer, though. It's literally in the song. So, like, fucking I'm a Little Teapot is about a kettle. Don't try to tell me that song lyrics are correct. He's short and stout like kettles. No, when he gets all steamed up, hear me shout. Teapots don't do that. Teapots just hold the tea. I learned this years ago. You boil water in a kettle. You make tea in a teapot. Two different things. Honey Max, thank you for the Prime sub. Are you the bird mom? I feel like you're the bird mom, but that could just be not true. Is it your son, Connor? No. Oh, okay. I felt like you were interacting with the bird conversation, like that you could have been the bird mom. This was a coincidence. You're a guinea pig father. You're not even a mom? Like, Jesus Christ. Have you thought about becoming a mom? How many guinea pigs? I had pizza today, Rev Bangers, so I think it's only fitting that you also order pizza. 2 guinea pigs. It's a fair number of guinea pigs. Do guinea pigs also die super fast like rats, since they're just a rat? 5 to 7 years. Yeah, that's a pretty short lifespan. It's a reason to be pro-bird, I guess. I found one. One valid reason to be a pro-bird. You can just get a bird that's going to outlive you. You never have to deal with the sadness of it dying. You'd get a tortoise. That's another fair choice. I'm pooing on the rodent keepers of the world. I just had a friend who got like super into rodents and then got super into drugs because all his rodents died. And like, if he would have just done a quick Google before he got into rodents, he would have realized they only live 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I know. Yeah, last night he was saying he was going to pawn off all his turtles onto your children, which was really weird. I didn't think you guys were so close that he was going to be like your turtle godfather, but glad to hear. I keep forgetting I'm on call with my daughter until she makes a horrifying sleep noise. It's going to be super funny when I go to sleep and start snoring really loud and she hangs up on me. Yes, that is my evil turtle plan. To curse my family forever with a turtle. Unfortunately, I don't have any money, so I feel like they're just going to let my turtle go and be like, I don't want his fucking garbage, the pennies he's got in his sock drawer. Our chinchilla is also just a dumb rat that dies really fast. I feel like you all keep buying pets that just die. Have you thought about just getting a robot? They live like 10 plus years. Wow. You thought about just breeding them to make fur coats? Chinchillas mold if they get wet. That's weird. Don't all pets die? Yeah. All living things die. Oh, not the pet rock. It could die if you like left it under a drippy eave of your house. I'm getting tired, sorry. Would grow a stalagmite? No, 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 no. You've never seen water drill a hole through a rock? And make sure your dog was breathing. I'm killing all your pets. Listen, if you wake up tomorrow and your pet is dead, it had nothing to do with me. Why am I suggesting to waterboard your pet? I'm just saying you can kill a rock. You can also just hit it with a hammer. If you break that little rock's face in two, it's dead. I used to love to break rocks with a hammer. Anybody else? Or just me? There could have been a fossil inside there. There never was, but there could have been. That's how they breed, and you get 2 pet rocks. I don't think I ever found shit in a rock. I found some, like, lines that I probably said was a fossil. They don't make one just as good for $7. That's why Z-Man also makes the jackhammer for $17. Z-Man is the maker of the jackhammer, so to say that they make a $17 chatterbait and they make a $7 chatterbait and the $7 one is just as good. And I can like literally show you on the packaging why the one is better than the other. On Martian lakes. But why buy a $17 chatterbait? Should just why buy a chatterbait? It's a fine bait. I just don't use it. He did not show up with Guggen baits, no. But he didn't bring any chatterbaits. Didn't need them though. You can't beat it. Well, you can beat a Senko sometimes, but a Senko's a quality worm boy. The old Texas rigged Senko. Oh yeah, we did. It's not all Juju's fault that we got a 1-hour stream that day. It was also because I had company that morning, so I just didn't get much sleep. So blame the waitress and Juju equally. I didn't expect her to actually show up, so I had invited Juju anyway. And then she did, and I was sleepy. Yeah, please don't hunt my waitress friend with a mob. I don't want to have to pick sides. You did feed me Taco Bell, and I fed you my local diner. He did not get to meet the waitress, no. That was I ate Taco Bell 2 days in a row. Last night the Taco Bell waitress was hitting on me and offered me Norco for my headache. Like that's good quality flirting at least. Would you like narcotics? You think you met her the other time though. Oh. Maybe. And I said yes. I didn't say yes like an idiot. I should have said yes, then sold him to somebody. The plot thickens. Juju was nice and understanding that I was sleepy from, you know, chasing a lady. I didn't think about the resale value. She was just annoying me. I had a headache. She kept talking to me. I just wanted my food, you know? I thought by telling her I had a headache, after she's like, "You look tired, sweetie. Where are you headed?" I thought that if I just said, "No, I just have a headache," she would leave me alone. But no, she didn't. I honestly think she might have just got the job so she could find a man and leave the job. Not the worst. Not the worst idea ever. I feel like working nights at a Taco Bell is a great way to find a man desperate enough to just pluck you from that window. I should get a job at Taco Bell. But why? Why would I just tell her I had blue balls? Why does chat keep insinuating that I have blue balls? My balls are fine, chat. They're pink. Is that what the alternate or the the opposite of blue balls is? Regular, regular pink balls. I don't think I should put UV rays on. Well, that probably kills babies. I mean, semen, potential babies. Empty is the opposite. Oh, you mean to like end the conversation? Like, sorry, I just have horrible blue balls. And then just drive away with a taco in my mouth. The female equivalent is a blue bean. I hate beans. I don't think that's a true equivalent either. Blue balls is genuine pain and agony. I don't think this is the case with blue bean. I do not like the term puddle in the panties. I I agree. I don't really like the term panties. Moist is a fine word. Thank you. I painted that sunset myself. The Saith are getting bigger, which I guess is okay. Underwear is better. Damp in the drawers. That's fun. Underoos. Also acceptable. Thong is quite presumptuous. I don't know what they're wearing. The basement flooded. I don't go commando. That shit's dangerous. Super dangerous. Yeah, I got a sweaty ass. An unfortunately sweaty ass, honestly. It is dangerous. There's a zipper. There's random boners. How am I supposed to contain that beast? Alright, beast is clearly an exaggeration. You all knew that. Unless it's used just to describe its looks, that it's a hideous beast. Plus, I feel like if I didn't wear underwear, I'd have to wash my pants more often. How goes the fishing? It goes okay. Like, you can easy sneak 2-3 days out of a pair of pants. Not if my fucking swamp ass was directly in my denim, though. I definitely don't mean weeks, especially for you. You should change your pants daily. Since you're using them as both pants and underwear. Ugh, I'm sleepy. Just use baby powder. I'm not trying to make concrete. I'm gonna grab a water really quick. Thank you for the raid. Sorry, I was grabbing a water. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hope you had a good stream. I'm using a glow-in-the-dark Pilker. It's fine. Catch rate's fine. I'm just not catching anything exciting. I caught 2 squids. And a fuck ton of saiths. For a while I was getting a bunch of blue whiting. That was kind of cool, I guess. It's weird they just disappeared. Yeah, I'm not getting the Pollux. Catch and cook some fresh squid. I do love some fucking squid. I just want to catch everything, though. And then I might as well eat it. How many different fish are there? Baby squid salad. That sounds like a fake dish. Yeah, I think I looked up squid lures once and they're pretty fucking gnarly. Baby squid dee 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 dee. Yeah, it's just a lot of hooks. Like a medieval torture ball. I don't know why I'm going in reverse, but I am. Because I'm the backwards man, I can drive backwards faster than you can. That is a tiny fish. Yeah, saltwater is fun like that. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, so the whitings are just here in this corner. I have not gotten a swordfish. No, I've really only bay fished. I did a little surf fishing, but not much success to it. Like the only decent saltwater fish I've caught is a big snook. A couple of decent reds and a big snook. And some other species I don't remember. Yeah, we caught a bluefish. I caught some kind of fucking jack. Yeah, the best at fishing I had is I rented a house in a bay and we just fished right off the fucking dock. There's like 9 million saltwater catfish and a few other cool things. Some trout. I hooked a dolphin. Or it got tangled in our line. One of the two. But that fucker just annihilated all of the line on the reel. I've never heard drag rip so fast. No, but the manatees were there and fucking with us. So were the dolphins. The dolphins were real pricks. I swear they just would wait until it got quiet and then come fucking blow a hole at us in the middle of the night. A real dolphin, a flipper dolphin. I watched him just fucking skipping away with the line. Yeah, it's like super rare you hook them. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if it just got tangled in our shit or, but it was like really muddy tidal water in a bay, so. And it wasn't a very big dolphin. Maybe a youngin. Maybe it learned its lesson. I taught it a fine lesson. The manatees were chill, though it was also intimidating like when we turn on a flashlight and look in the water in front of us and there's just fucking giant manatee chilling there, like 15 feet away from us. Sup? No, I did not see that with a seal, but I believe it. People are not very bright with wild animals. Is an elephant. Huh. That is a fun fact. I mean, it might have been one of the first things you told a kid, but I tried to feed wild animals. They're still cute. 420 mackerel, baby. Makes sense. They're both gray. I think you should feed bread to geese. Not ducks, but geese, definitely. Why not ducks? Because ducks are cool. Geese are shitty. You know what everyone thinks is a cool bird that's really an obnoxious bird? Loons. They're just so noisy. Like, it's a pretty sound the first time you hear it, but after like 4 hours of hearing loons, you just kind of hate them. My daughter collects like acorns and walnuts and stuff and puts them at the bottom of trees for squirrels. Every so often I go and remove them because the squirrels don't, but I want her to feel like they appreciate her offering. Yeah, seagulls do suck too. We don't have many of them in our around our lakes, thankfully. The one that surprised me the most saltwater fishing on a beach anyway was how bad the fucking like herons are. Herons and egrets are. Cause like up here, if you get within like 50 feet of a heron, that fucker is gonna squawk at you and fly away. But saltwater, no. I was feeding him cigar minnows with my hand. Yeah, we've got eagles back now, and they're kind of obnoxious too. They're very big and they make a ton of noise. And they don't really give a fuck you exist. They'll like low fly right over your boat when you're fishing and stuff, and it's freaky. I don't trust a bird. They're unreliable. They're very flighty. A seagull stole your ice cream cone when you were a kid? Fucking, that was the day you knew you were a loser. You lost to a bird. He threw a lily pad at it and it started chasing him. He sounds like he deserves it. Yeah, I couldn't believe how fucking like unaffected by people the herons and egrets were in Florida. It was pretty wild. They were basically just tall seagulls. Turtles or other animals out of the sky. We have so many eagles now. I can't wait till they drop turtles through my sunroof. It just flew in. Yeah, that's believable, Brandland. I swear, officer, it just flew into my fist. Swans are pretty chill. Everyone's always super afraid of swans. At least people I fish with are always like super afraid of swans. But I don't know. I always just drive at them and they move out of the way. They don't really fucking honk at me too much. I'm intimidated by them. Like, we have a mutual respect because I know a swan could fuck me up. But they tend not to. I like birds that keep their distance, you know? Like, and swans don't. They're not friendly. You carry sticks around them near your house. That reminds me of we used to ride bikes home to my buddy's house, and there was this fucking Rottweiler that every time we would ride by would just come charging at us, just ferociously barking. So we'd always pick up sticks and things, and I think we were going to be able to defend ourselves from this evil Rottweiler. Um, but one day my buddy fucking crashed his bike trying to outrun this Rottweiler, and it just gave him like the biggest hug and kiss. It was the nicest thing in the world. It just didn't like bicycles riding by. Yeah, that owl we saw the other night was wild. So Sandlot? Was there a Sandlot? Oh, is that they hit a ball in a yard? What was the movie I'm thinking of? The difference here was that we were assholes to the dog. Not just afraid of it. Like, we genuinely attempted to defend our bikes from this dog. I blame the owners, though. Like, just... They could have just once come out and been like, hey, the dog's not mean. Rip your nose half off when you're 4 years old. I had a fucking Dalmatian bite me on the side of the head and the glasses. It shattered my glasses. I'd have probably lost my eye if it weren't for glasses. That was a big Pollock. We were riding down the damn road. We weren't being mean to them. But it's probably true. They just didn't give a shit. Pet owners here are still such rednecks, dude. Fucking outdoor cats are a plague. Everybody who has a cat, it's just an outdoor cat. Been a lot of black ruffs caught today. Bit everyone on the daily. The meanest dogs I knew were the dogs across the street, these two little chihuahuas. And they weren't supposed to go outside, but every once in a while they'd escape and fucking eat our ankles, man. Like, viciously rip our ankles apart. Leave just... I probably have scars. I hit one with a coffee cup once, and the lady freaked out and said she was going to sue me. But, like, it was biting me. Good night, Brop. Congrats on your fish. Way to own. Oh, my child's moving again. Yeah, I think people are, with small dogs, they're over affectionate with them, which fucks dogs up. In my experience, anyway. Grab other dogs' legs. Oh, fuck. My worst dog experience ever with random stray, not stray, whatever you want to call them, outside dogs, was I was riding on my friend's handlebars. And all of a sudden, this fucking dog comes charging out, barking at him, and he's like terrified of dogs. And I knew it. And I'm like, dude, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just ride. And I turn around, and he's just not there. He just had got off the bike, left the bike rolling, and was running across the yard next to me with some cartoon shit. And about 2 seconds later, I fell from the bike onto my tailbone and thought I shit my pants for like ever. I thought I shit my pants. He just left me like a fucking a sack of meat. I'm sitting there thinking I shit my pants in agony, and then this dog just comes up and starts licking me, which didn't make me feel better. That fucker ran so fast, like in a cartoon, there would have been a little fucking cloud of dust. It's the opposite of a homie. A dude who leaves you rolling on a bicycle's handlebars with nobody to drive it. Shame. The biggest iguana bit you yesterday? You deserved it. Or it aims perfectly. Tails don't have teeth. Imagine if they did, though. They do in a lot of video games. It's a pretty common place to stick a mouth on a fantasy creature. The worst bite I ever took was from like a 3-inch leatherback or soft shell turtle, whatever you want to call it. But it bit me like on the skin around my belly button. It sucked. I was carrying it in my shirt, like I made a little, like you do. You make a little cradle in your shirt, and it just bit through my shirt onto my belly button. and I just lost my mind. Was like spinning in circles, flopping around, trying to get this turtle to let go. Dog bites are gnarly, dude. Uh, we had this really cute and sweet chocolate lab, but one night this dude came over drunk to visit us, and I don't know what the fuck came over the dog, but the dude kept trying to pet it, and the dog kept growling at him, and the next thing I know, the dog is literally just chewing on this dude's arm, and he's too fucking drunk to recognize what's happening. And like by the time it was over, the dude's arm was like hamburger. It was awful. And you know what? Ruined the dog as well. Like 2 weeks later, it tried to get my brother, and we ended up having to get rid of it. It was longer than that, actually, but still, not long after. It got aggressive as fuck. A dog tried to drag you into the woods? This has nothing to do with animals anymore, but someone thought it was really funny to set up booby traps in the woods that we used to ride our bikes through. And we fucking rode our bicycles into like what must have been 50-pound fishing line. So just riding like full speed and then just stopping and flying off your bike onto your back was pretty hell and terrifying. Big old buck teeth into the top of your head? I had a girl bite my fucking the tip of my finger once, and that was horrid. Like on my fingernail? Raptors. Shame. Who would ever lose a fish? I also had a girl get mad at me and hit me with her coat on the bus, like her winter jacket. And the zipper stuck in the top of my head. And it was just, the jacket was just hanging from my body. It was very fucking wild. I feel like you could try that 1,000 times and not be successful. Like bleeding stuck. Yeah, I was bleeding all over the place. Everyone was flipping out. Because I was like 9. And head wounds bleed like a son of a bitch. It was very funny. Never been bitten. Looking for the right person. I'll bite you if you want to. What it's going to cost you. Like a fingertip. or a toe. Oh, I used to bite. Yeah, I was a dirty fighter when I was a kid. If I was losing a fight, you better believe I was gonna bite your ass. Yeah, like one of the only times I saw my brother was he pushed me into the coffee table and I cracked my head open, and I wasn't wearing a shirt, so like it looked horrid. There was just blood everywhere running down my body, and I was like, I'm fine. It doesn't even hurt. And he's freaking out, calling my mom at work. I killed him. He's bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, I'm fine, Jimmy. Look, listen to me. I'm fine. Did it bleed on the carpet? Probably, but we lived in a dump, dude. Nobody gave a fuck about the carpet. And now we're both 39. I would blue tag a squid and become a legend. I'll let it go. Name it. Name it Steve and let it go. That wasn't a blue tag squid. I'm so fucking gray. My hair is insanely gray. I'm glad it doesn't look that gray on this camera. But anytime I take a picture with a real camera, good lord, I'm Pierce Brosnan gray. That was nice of you, Blaze It. You noticed a week or so ago? Yeah, it's real gray. Full net was pretty or rich, I know, right? Just gray. I'm just an old man. The waitress reminds me regularly. Speaking of which, I don't know if I said this or not, but my brother and his wife were visiting. And like, I knew my brother's wife was younger than him, but I guess I just didn't really think about the number. But they were asking me about waitress lady, and I was like, oh, she's young. And I don't really normally date young. And they asked how old, and I said, and it's the same age as my brother's wife, which he's 4 years older than me. But either way, it was very odd. His wife was very uncomfortable by the fact that I thought that was too young for me. And then I like tried to make it better by like telling her she, was mature. And that didn't go over well. It was a really awkward lunch. I did. I said terribly mean things. She has like a doctorate and shit. That's what I mean. That's mature. Come on. No, no, not the waitress. My brother's wife is a doctor. She's a professor. And like she was like a doctor at 26. Waitress is 27. A squid. That's my biggest squid. Don't call it a baby. I would have said like 30 is my age floor, but you know. I didn't say she was older. What are you talking about me? I'm 34. Thank you for saying 32, 33. My brother is older than me. Sorry if I made that story complicated. What I was saying is the girl I'm talking to and my brother's wife are the same age. But when they asked how old she was, I said she was young without remembering that my brother's wife is very young for his age. Oh, did I fumble at one point? As just the waitress? Yes, she will always be the waitress. Which, like, for people that don't know, will probably just sound like I'm an asshole when I'm calling her the waitress. No, I will not be doing that, Blaze It. Thank you, though. You've been around long enough to know. I don't know how open I was with that. That may have actually happened on stream. But my brother dated one of my mods first. And I would always tell her that like nothing could ever happen between us because you dated my brother. But then like one time, and I think it might even happen on stream, she was like, "We never slept together." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I texted my brother and he's like, "No, we never slept together." And I was like, "Oh." But either way, long story short, still was a bad idea to date your brother's ex. But he didn't sleep with her. So like did they really date? You didn't know any of that. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that all happened in private conversation, but funny because it was like a year of me just thinking off limits because she slept with my brother. That would be fucking creepy. The worst thing is, you should know which one. The waitress to get modded? I don't think the waitress will ever make a Twitch account. It's certainly not her bag. You would be wrong, Delaroth. No, it's Grizz. That's why that's why we were friends for so long. It was not my dating pool for years. This isn't true. I dated one mod who modded for me because she was dating my brother. That's the that's the other part of the story that a lot of chat doesn't know. She offered to mod for me because she was dating my brother and she spent a lot of times on Twitch and I was like just getting going. Mm-hmm. The other one I dated, I modded after we'd already, you know, done what two consenting adults do. Chat just didn't know that. Because I don't kiss and tell. Now the third mod, that one was just, I dated a mod. I've been doing this for 9 years. 3 people in 9 years and a divorce. It does sound bad for me, huh? But I got divorced like the first year. How many did I sleep with? I don't kiss and tell. Except the one I just did. The one still hangs around. I'm a mod in several channels, and I haven't dated any streamers. Any advice? Fuck off. More divorcing. It is tough though. Like I have to laugh about it because it is what it is. It's been fucking forever. But it is tough though. It's you spend a fucking shitload of time together on the internet, and you know, shit don't always work out. It rarely works out. We can't all be Zone and his fucking been with the same woman since he was 13. Brandon, that's really weird when you say it. Just so you know. Like, it's really uncomfortable for me that you said you've got to sleep with a streamer before you get modded. I did not sleep with you, did I? When I slept in that tent, did we fuck? In 10 years old, there's only 2 guys I ended up in DMs with. I've only ended up in the DMs of like 3 or 4. It's not like it's something I'm out there actively chasing, like chat likes to make me out to be, some sort of fucking horned up. And like I said, the one I met wasn't even from my channel. I met her at PAX. She was a fucking Kobold's mod. But yeah, for like many years, I invested my whole stupid life into this online shit. All my friends and everything were on here. There was no real life, just Twitch. Fuck. I lost a fish. I'm worthless scum. This is not true, Blaze It. There's a lot of weird things about me, but that one ain't it. Time me out, babe. Oh yeah, like it's not really a joking matter, to be fair. Like I can joke about it with myself because I know that, like, whatever. I dated 3 people on the internet. But that is like a serious grooming problem on this platform that has existed forever. Yeah, and not just with mods, but like just in general. Doom, 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 doom. But then Twitch told me I should go out to eat by myself. And now I met a real human being in person at a restaurant. Good job, chat. Way to go. Thank you, Blaze It. Yeah, that's shit's tough, Lindsay. Like, genuinely been a part of that problem too. Or that's been a part of my problem too with it, is like it's different in person. Sit here sexting? Never. I don't even know what sexting is. She's not gonna mod. There's been a few. I've met a lot of chat. Well, not a lot. I've met a lot of people through chat. Not a lot in general percentages. And there's certainly a few that match. Some that are like, holy shit, nothing alike. It's a fun game. Dude, Lacquer's begging for that sword. He wants to be on that mod X list so bad. I'll always be banned. I almost jokingly modded Blaze It like 20 minutes ago. But that's exactly what I was afraid of. Was if I gave him that power for fucking 30 seconds, it would have taken me 2 hours to undo what I did. And I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with all that. Wake up with a sword. Listen, I'm not gonna fuck any of you. Most likely. I'm not that horny. You're completely safe as long as you and I don't develop an emotional attachment to one another. A nice trophy haddock, Null. It was a good stream. Would I pitch or catch? I don't know what I would. I don't want to do one or the other. I mean, I haven't had like a real experience of good gay sex to know, but I feel like we'd have to switch, or I just feel like selfish or jealous. Only had crummy gay sex, yeah. Why does that fish not have a mouth or an eye on my fish finder like the other ones do? Oh, it's two fish stacked on top of each other. Plus, I ain't got time for anyone else right now, chat. I'm already fucking... You know. Nah, I couldn't fuck Bran. He's got horrible feet. Bran knows it's true. And they're always out. Dude loves to be barefoot. And is fucking got actual bare feet. I don't have a foot fetish. I just don't like ugly feet. That gave me a little bit of anxiety. I haven't seen her feet. What if they're hideous? What if she's got webbed toes? Oh no. Just don't look. Like we were in a hurry and our socks didn't come off. I thought I had like the most weird, fucked up brain to penis connection, but it's Spellord, definitely. She's perfect in every way, but she has Branland's feet. I'd probably end up dumping her, honestly. Feet can be so gross. That's the problem. But they can also just be acceptable. Like, that's not a bad foot. I can deal with that. Oh yeah, he told me the nipple thing. That's what he just told me the nipple thing the other day. And like tried to act like it was totally like no big deal. Absolutely. I mean, I respect it. It's like insanely it's mad genius shit. Sorry, my kid is being weird in her sleep.
is true. Yeah, it's definitely some fucking weird science. Where the fuck did you even come up with it? You just made it up? You're just like, I'm just gonna do this? If Pavlov has his dogs, I'll Pavlov my wiener? If it works for dogs. You're missing something? Well, I have to share it now, Fellord. Sorry, I don't like to share other people's dirty secrets, but Fellord has somehow trained himself to have a reactionary cum that involves touching his own nipple. And like, I can't even call bullshit on it because it's so ludicrous that like it has to be true. That's not even the nipple thing you mean. Oh, well. There's more to this nipple. This nipple's a transformer. It's an endurance thing. He hyper focuses on his nipple in order to not come. And then to break his hyper focus, he gives the old nipple wood. I mean, it's genius. It's just fucking weird. He's a nipple racist. It's a preference. A nipple. Dude, I'm with you on nipple preference. What are you fucking going for, dude? You like a lot of areola? No areola? Big nip? Little nip? Dark nipples just kind of turn me off. Oh. I don't feel like I've seen that many, like, exceptionally dark nipples. The White Fisk is amazing. You've been an equal opportunity nipplist? I mean, I certainly have a nipple preference. Like an ideal nipple. It's just a nipple. So what, man? Think they're all neat? Some of them are less neat than others. I'm not gonna like I'll dump you because your feet are ugly, but I'm not gonna dump you over an ugly nipple. Maybe if it was really ugly. I think I'm pretty much with you there, actually, Apu. I don't know if you're being serious or not, but what about boob size? Um, the same, kind of the same as the nipple boat. I either want no tit or just absurd amount of tit. Like a C cup is who cares, you know? Like either give me an A or a fucking G, you know? You're in that Goldilocks zone. You want the just right. if we're really getting into it, my small tit preference actually is due to the nipple. I feel like small tit more likely to have the nipple I'm looking for. Big tits are just big tits, and that's great. I don't know. I could do a big tit little nipple. I could get behind that. And by little, I just, I don't want to. Nipples are all right. They're still, like I said, still not the feet issue here. If your hands are bigger than mine, or you have a hideous foot with some fucking freaky toes. Those are just instant deal breakers. It's over. Big tits aren't worth it? I mean, sure. It's a scary bar, too. I told the waitress we're not going to compare hands for at least like 20 years, just in case. I don't want to know. They're close enough that it's not worth measuring them. Damn these tiny baby hands. Why didn't they grow? Your hands are your biggest my nipples are my biggest insecurity, weirdly enough, Phil. Maybe I said this the other night. I don't like my nipples. Your hand to body ratio. Yeah, my nipples are just too present. I wish they would, though I've lost a bunch of weight and that's helped a little bit. They're still just, they're too at attention at all times. Not at attention, that's a bad way to put it. Cuz like I look fine with the THO. It's when they're at rest that I hate them. They just kind of go on themselves and then reveal through my shirt. And like I just hate it. Oh. Hell yeah. You're so fucking cute. You look like a cartoon fish. You have a 1 innie nipple? Nipples can be innies? Hakilu, thank you for the 9 months. It's baby making time. It takes a lot of... You definitely like nipple play. I'm gonna send you my nipple clamps. I feel like they'd be better used in your hand, at least half of them. J-Rolling for the 26 months. Do both your nipples stick out? I keep trying to convince myself to just work out and get rid of my fucking bit of a moob. But that's like effort, dude. And even when I do work out, I don't know. I don't try hard enough for something. I need a workout partner to push me. Get tassels? I could do some tassels. I got the nipples for tassels. Oh, dude, an outie belly button would be a deal breaker for me too. Honestly. If a girl had an outie belly button, I'd leave. I've fooled around with one girl with an outie, and it fucking freaked me out every time I accidentally ran my hand over it. Blame media for my fear of... No, I just don't like the way it feels on my skin, bro. I don't think I need to blame anyone. I don't like to touch them. Alien kids always had outies. I don't remember this, but I'm going to trust you. I used to think pregnant women were really attractive, which I thought was fucked up. But then my wife got pregnant, and I decided pregnant women aren't attractive, which is also really fucked up. One pregnant woman you should be finding attractive. Listen, I could not get over the fear of fucking pregnant. I still think they're cute. Don't get me wrong, it's adorable. And as a dad, like, it's an instant, like, I give an instant pass to, like, anything that pregnancy did to your body. Like, I don't give a shit about stretch marks anymore or any of that bullshit that I did when I would have probably when I was young. If you're a mom, because I'm like, you know what? You fucking pushed a baby out of your vagina. You deserve some battle scars. But I can't fuck a pregnant woman. Not once there's like visible baby showing. It's terrifying, dude. I got short arms. I don't want to crush it. It's not some ridiculous I'm gonna fucking poke it with my wiener bullshit. It's like there's this bump in your tummy that I'm afraid that it's like an egg. I'm gonna crack it. Like I said, it has nothing to do with the dick. I'm not an idiot. It's the, like, everything else that happens to make sex. Exactly, Puma. I'm gonna fucking slip and fall on it because we're all hot and sweaty. Yeah, but that's like not fun either. When you're restricted, like we figured it out. Don't get me wrong. We still had sex. We still loved each other then. It just wasn't fun. It was like pillow stacking that was required, and it it was just an unenjoyable experience. It's an ordeal. Can't crush a baby if you're not on top. Oh, right. They just roll over and then they're laying on their baby. Because, you know, super comfortable position for pregnant woman is to lay on her baby. Definitely. You're speaking from some vast experience here, eh? The other incredibly comfortable position for a woman is to fucking hold herself up while her fucking baby dangles below her and she gets pounded from behind. Absolutely. Everything's difficult when you're pregnant. It's part of being pregnant. It sucks. They have trouble getting comfortable just to go to sleep. It's different colors. I'm gonna keep it, even though it's small. Thank you, Vidar, for respecting my fish. Yeah, I think we've just come to terms with I'm not as horny as the rest of the world. And like, if I have to choose between restrictive pregnant sex or not having sex, I'm gonna choose the not, honestly. I'm pretty sure the only reason we kept doing it was because books kept telling us to. They're like, I guess we gotta. Walking and sex whilst walking. You forgot spicy food. Don't forget spicy food is another wives' tale that induces labor. She's got to be eating a pepper while walking and getting fucked. $400 for 5 hours, Templar. Chew on this ghost pepper. Run across the room. I'll keep up. $55 hates my jig. I wanted to catch these couple of fish that were on the order list, but yeah, walking is the one that makes the most sense. I could see sex for just keeping things limber down there. Limber. I didn't want to say loose because that sounds gross. Walk it off. Lubed? Nah, they do plenty of that in the hospital. So much lube, dude. So much Astroglide. Gallons of that shit. Yeah, when you go really fast, it picks up all the fish. But I'm going 40 kilometers per hour, so it just squishes them down into one little graph. Shit, 3 days at home, Vidar? Lord. People are fucking psycho. Not to be mean to your friend. Just, I think that shit's crazy. I think wanting a home birth in general is psycho. I'm definitely judgmental. I can't help it. That whole labor thing is way different than I expected it to be. Because, like, once the baby, there's like, in my experience with the women I know now, the like pushing the baby out part is, it's over. It's always just over. It's the fucking like just sitting around being miserable with contractions for fucking potentially days. And it's not fun. It's just boring. It's just a lot of pain and suffering and nothing you can do. It sucks. "15 hours away." Yeah, that's about me too, Derek. About the same. I even fell asleep for a while. It's amazing I'm divorced. Unassisted in the ocean. Christ on a cracker. Oh, my boat's about to expire. Oh, yeah, I held a leg. I had to hold a leg because fucking the epidural fucked up and made her entire left side go completely numb. They had to take her epidural out so that she could get feeling back in her vagina so she could push. Yeah, dude, she, like, I thought she was gonna fucking literally get up and leave the hospital when they told her they had to take the epidural out. Because she originally didn't want one, but after fucking 15 hours of her body contracting on itself, she decided she wanted something, so they gave her, like, oral pain meds, like pills. And those just made her vomit for the next X amount of hours. So now she has contractions, she's in pain, and she's vomiting violently. They leave the needle in. Yeah, epidural is a needle in your spine that stays in your spine like an IV. She also had 2 waters. That was wild. I was like freaking out because we were there so long that there's like a shift change. So a whole new set of nurses came in and they're like, well, we got to break your wife's water. And I'm like, no. They did that like 6 hours ago. And they're like, well, let me look at the chart. Oh, she must have a double water. And I'm like, what the fuck? Feet to nipples to pregnancy. It just makes sense. This is the natural way of things. Drinking breast milk next? It's just not good. TKLD, thank you for the tier 2 in the 94 months. Better than breast milk. Babies worldwide tell a different story. Babies eat like fucking mashed peas and shit. I'm not gonna trust their judge of taste. It's fine, kind of sweet. Maybe your wife makes, or whatever, makes better milk than mine did. Hiruki, thank you very much for the raid. Alright, change topics, chat, quick. How about them fish? Babies have horrible taste. I feel like they must. It's the only answer. Only logical explanation here. Oh, wait. Dead fish. Wait, what's this one? Oh. That was my first black ruff. They seem pretty popular today. I like peas. Peas are good. I just wouldn't want them fucking pureed and mixed with like squash and sweet potato. These can go bad like normal bait fish. Oh. That ruff was worth 80 bucks. That was a pretty bad 3 hours. I'm just getting worse for me. Oh well, that's life. It just gets worse. Anyway, that's 4 hours. I was gonna quit at 3 hours, and then I made it to 4. Look at me go. I already streamed 4 hours today. That's like a full day's work. I deserve all your money. I'll take all of it now, thank you. I'm gonna go. I gotta get up a reasonable time to see my lady friend again. So, have a good night. Thank you for being here and chatting with me. I'll see you soon.